ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਟਿਕਾ ਅਧਿਕਾਰੀ ਨਾਲ, ਇੱਕ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਐਕਟਿਵਿਸਟ ਨੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਰੈਫਿਊਜੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਅਵਾਰਡਸ ਵੀ ਮਿਲੇ ਅਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਵਿਅਕਤੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕੁਝ ਕੰਮ ਕਰੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਜੋ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਇੰਟਰਨਲ ਸੈਟੀਸਫੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਨਾਪਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ। Mr. Adhikari, thank you very much for sparing your time and talking to us.
No problem. Welcome.
Welcome. So let's talk a little bit about yourself. Since when you thought of coming to Canada, and why did you plan to come to Canada?
Well, I'm in Canada since 2002, and I decided to come to Canada because this is I've traveled to other parts of the world, and this is a country which values human rights, human dignity, and is very respectful of people overall. And I really like that. This, as a part of my intellectual growth over the years, I had been pursuing this, the people's respecting people, developing people, and developing human capacity.
Right.
So, and I thought Canada has a very good base, so that's how I decided to come to Canada.
And what do you specialize in, and especially in Nepal, what were you focusing on, and right now also, what are you pursuing?
I'm not from Nepal. I'm from Bhutan.
Okay.
And I'm an economist.
Okay.
But I was training teachers, economics teachers.
Okay.
In Bhutan, and I was also providing in-service programs and basically helping the education policy development of Bhutan for about 12 years. So that's my background in Bhutan.
Okay, and you got recognition because of Bhutanese refugees in Nepal. So if you could let us know what was the basic issue?
Well, it's not just because the Bhutanese refugees. I had done a lot of community service in Canada, including the Hindu Society of Manitoba. I had been a board secretary for 3 years.
Right.
I have also served at various other community capacity in Canada, other organizations. So Bhutanese refugee, they started coming in about 2008, and my contribution had been, helping them raise awareness to the community service providers in Winnipeg about the Bhutanese refugees, what background they are coming from. I did a couple of presentations, and just raising awareness so that they can provide right service.
Okay.
And when they started settling here, I was also providing guidance. I was also providing support to families and being a sort of community support for them.
Right.
So creating a welcoming environment for the Bhutanese refugees in here.
So what is the issue in Bhutan, and what are these people facing over there?
The Bhutanese issue is a problem of is a religious and ethnic conflict.
Okay.
Bhutan has 3 main ethnic groups. The Ngolops, that is what is called the people who arrived from Tibet. They arrived very early, like in the 7th, 8th centuries, and they had been the one group who was settling. They are mostly in the western part. There is another group which is considered to be more, they are also like they are supposed to be the main residents of the country. They occupy the eastern part.
Right.
And the third group is the Nepalese people of Nepalese origin. They are settled in the southern part basically in 6 districts of Bhutan.
Right. Okay.
And it's basically Bhutan's not accepting them as the citizens, and trying to not accepting them as citizens, and trying to declare that they are not Bhutanese citizens. So that was the main issue from that, and that was the main problem.
Okay. And you have been honored with the Queen's Diamond Jubilee medal also. So in what work was it, in this particular area, or for other activity also, what you have done?
That was mainly to do with my community contribution. I volunteer a lot in the communities.
Okay.
And that had been a part of that. Bhutanese, helping the Bhutanese community is one part of it. And I have a long experience working with the newcomers, and I can talk with a lot of confidence on that.
Right.
I've seen how Canada makes a lot of genuine efforts in trying to help newcomers settle, create employment opportunities, create housing facilities, and other community amenities available for them. And I'm particularly grateful to Canada for helping the Bhutanese refugees who had been in the refugee camps in Nepal for the last 20 years.
Okay.
There are 108,000 of them. and Canada decided to bring at least about 5,000, and now actually this year they have completed. They have had 5,000 people in Canada.
Okay.
Now they have increased the number by another 500 or so. So Canada, we are so grateful. Like the community is very grateful for
the work
such a large number of people.
Great.
On and giving them human dignity.
But on the other hand, Canada is very receptive and is offering whatever it can. But on the other hand, don't you feel that all the communities which are coming over here, what they should also contribute and have that cohesiveness? Are you seeing that cohesiveness or that separation whereby everyone is want to live in their own cultures and not come and integrate into the system?
That's an interesting question, and I think my own personal belief is we practice our own culture and heritage, and we celebrate and enjoy it.
Right.
But at the same time, we also need to remember that we have all decided to come to Canada.
Right.
You're not in India, you're not in Bhutan or Nepal or thing. I think the newcomers should understand that this is in Canada, so we have to respect and value the Canadian heritage and culture.
Right.
And I think that is the role that most communities should think about. Some communities do well,
right,
but many of them don't. So it's unfortunate, but that's the way world is.
Right. But towards the end, what would be your message to those kind of people who are coming new over here and starting a new life?
I would say have a lot of courage, have a lot of determination in what you do. You are coming into a new country. I tell them like you are like a newborn baby. You have to start over everything new,
right,
and have lots of positive thinking and have long-term goal in this country.
Right.
And this country, I keep telling them that there are lots of opportunities for people in this country, and so make use of it.
Wonderful. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you
very much, and best
wishes. Thank you.